Hi, everyone. I thought that given that the reflection in the last live circle didn't get recorded, it's worthwhile to explore again, come again at this idea that nothing is as it appears to be. Some in this kind of conversation would say what appears to be in the world, real in the world, is an illusion. I first came across this idea, put in more simple terms, nothing is as it appears to be. And when that was put to me, it's like my entire being had a jolt of, yeah, exactly. Because I had a memory as a child, couldn't be more than 5 years of age. And that's how it seemed to me as a young child, that nothing in the world that appeared real was real. I didn't have a language as a child, but I remember being very confused because I would see adults and others reacting to things in the world as though they were real and true. And deep down, something didn't sit well with me in witnessing this. It was confusing. I thought, why are these people reacting in a way that suggests they think that what's going on here is real and true? So I just remember being confused, and then the steady sort of stream of conditioning covered over that initial insight that nothing is as it appears to be, and that curiosity that revived an understanding of this idea came later in my life. So let's take an example of what appears to be real but is experienced as not real. Imagine, you're in the desert, you're thirsty, you are in search of water, you're on your way to a destination, and you see off to the right, about a quarter of a mile away or an eighth of a mile away, palm trees swaying gently in the wind and light glinting off the surface of a pool of water, and you go, great, there's an oasis. We'll walk towards it, quench our thirst, and then carry on our way. And so walking towards the oasis, the closer we get to the oasis, the appearance of the oasis simply evaporates. It's a mirage. It's an optical illusion. It was perceived as real. It was perceived as real. The experience of it through the sensory perception was, this is real, there's really water there. It made sense because of the thirst, to go there to quench the thirst. But no thirst can be quenched from a mirage, from an illusion. We cannot find in what is a mirage what we are looking for. So we are exploring, what is real, what's true. Who am I really? So we're interested in cultivating this capacity to discern and to know what is real and what is an illusion, what is a trick of perception. And that trick of perception is found in the kinds of beliefs that we are holding at any one time the conditioning of our mind, what we believe to be good, bad, right, wrong, secure, insecure, etc., etc. It's the nature of our beliefs that determines our experience of what appears in the play of the world. An example comes to mind. Say there's been a belief that's been reinforced, that our security comes from how much money there is in the bank. So if that belief is taken to be real, that security really does come from how much money is in the bank, then when the bank balance goes down to $50, then that belief will process that information, that data point in the play of the world, as a threat to security. A threat to security. Now, there may be an issue with paying the rent with $50 in the bank, but when it comes to being a threat to security, that conclusion is as the result of a belief that security comes from how much money is in the bank. The more money equals the more security. That's the belief. So when we look at security, does our money come from security? We start to see that that belief simply doesn't hold water. No belief holds water. There are many, many instances of people who are hugely financially considered to be a success and have great financial stores, and these same people can be insecure, anxious, fearful. So how can we become more discerning of what is real and what is unreal? What appears to be real but isn't real? What appears to be real but isn't real? How can we become more predisposed to recognizing what appears to be a threat to us, what appears to be the source of our happiness that isn't, what appears to be the source of our well-being that isn't? How can we become more discerning and clear-sighted in our daily life? Well, it can begin simply with the contemplation. A contemplation which doesn't seek an answer, it seeks an exploration. Nothing is as it appears to be. Just to contemplate that possibility. When faced with a dilemma, what appears to be a dilemma, when faced with a situation that is considered to be stirring up anxiety or fear, simply drop in the contemplation. Nothing is as it appears to be. Not seeking with that contemplation to force a change in feeling or situation, but to invite a turning away from believing whatever the conditioned mind is caught up as. The conditioned mind that is prompting conclusions. Oh, this is an unsafe situation. This will make me happy. These beliefs don't hold water. Okay, so any contemplation, what if this is not how it appears to be? I got to have the next iPhone to be, you know, up with, to be successful and to have any value with my peers and to be happy. I've got to have the next iPhone. That's what will make me happy. Yeah. Well, maybe for, you know, a couple of weeks or so. There's a sense of, oh, look at me, you know, I've arrived. Yeah. And then 6 months later or a year later, when Apple rolls out the next one, you know, it's the same again. Well, to be happy, I need that version of the iPhone. So just to pause and contemplate, what if this feeling, this belief that maybe not only within my own mind, but in the culture, in the marketing, in the advertising, in the worldly conversation, that this is needed in order to be happy, in order to be safe and secure. Simply to fall back from that fueling and feeding that belief and be in a contemplation. What if that's not true? What if that's not how it appears to be? That the iPhone appears to be the next best thing on the road to happiness. What if that's simply a product of beliefs? And gradually this subtle resting back and falling back from fortifying and strengthening beliefs cultivates more and more an open mind that is free of the conditioned beliefs. And this mind is much more a mind located in the heart. It's a way of seeing that is not limited to the filters of beliefs. It's not limited by the filters of beliefs. It's a mind that is clear and discerning and navigates by knowing what's true, knowing how to navigate life, knowing that security, happiness is not found in transitory objects, that knowing that what is true is what is constant, what never changes, and that's our nature. Our true nature is true and constant, never changes, and is experienced as groundedness, settled downness, security, peace of mind, happiness in daily life. Okay, looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.